Sure.
Is there anybody that you're looking forward to playing against or you're scouting?
.2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Coming up next, from downtown Los Angeles, at Staples Center, the Net. And taking a broader look here at the year over. G.A., it's all yours.
Thank you, Kevin. The Clippers are trying to shift their offense toward...
They've got great chemistry, David, just like you and I do. Thanks for that report. You know, we expect it to rain threes tonight for sure, Smitty. Both teams can really shoot the ball.
Yeah, Kevin, get ready for some points. This one could turn into a three-point storm.
So the Nets starting five. The small and power forwards are Harris and Durant. Irving and Harden, the two-star guards. And it's Griffin in at the five, down low. And for the Clippers, the team leaders, George and Leonard, are the wing. Batum is out there with Ibaka. And it's Jackson in at the point guard. Here's Leonard. And Durant sends it back. And here comes Harden, leading the fast break. Irving passes to KD. And the jam by Kevin Durant.
Clever feed by Kyrie Irving, moving the ball to a teammate with a quality look.
Leonard with the ball. He's picked up by KD. Passes it to Batum. Over Harris. And too long on the shot. Harden outside. Harris passes to Harden. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. There's the three. And Durant gets it to go. The assist by Griffin. KD's got five now.
Smooth and lethal. This offense is fortunate to have someone like KD stretching the floor.
Pass to Leonard. The Clippers keep it alive. And Ibaka kicks to Leonard. A three-pointer is right on target.
What concentration from Kawhi Leonard, rising up and firing it. You know, Serge Ibaka, not the player he used to be, but he still has great touch on his shot. Doesn't have that same explosive step, but he's still good.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Driving in, and Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Give him any kind of opening, and Kawhi Leonard will make you pay at the rack.
On the pass to KD. Back to Irving. Paxson coming off the assist from KD.
And when he was younger, Ibaka was one of the more athletic players in our league.
Totally agree, and we have to give credit to Ibaka for adjusting his game. He's changed how he's played as he's lost a little burst. It's allowed him, though, to be a great contributor late in his career.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
Durant, the pass to Irving. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
First quarter of play, we're about 3 minutes in. Griffin with the steal. Harden with it. George picks him up. Irving for three. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Griffin with the steal. Now here's KD, the fast break opportunity. A shot by Harden, wide open, and it falls over the rim and in.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
Play calling has been fantastic. They've been a step ahead of the defense since the opening tip.
Here's Ibaka. No good. They had a chance to end the run there. Harden kicks to Durant. Outside Griffin. Pass to Harris. Lets it go with a three. The rebound by Paul George. Clippers trail by 11.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Drives to the hoop. And that one drops for him. George has got his second basket.
Smooth off the bounce with the strength to finish through contact. Paul George showing us how it's done.
Irving against Jackson. Out to Harris. Misses the three. LA's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Here's Batum. And they convert it last on attempt number 3.
Relentless on the offensive glass, and then you love the finish.
Griffin, and it's blocked by Ibaka.
And that's how you do it. Ibaka still able to surprise people very quick off the floor.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
You know what another option is? Just give the ball up. Let someone else make a play.
On the wing, Irving. That one goes in for him, too, making it look easy. He's now 4 for 4.
And while his ability to score gets so much attention, Harden demonstrating why he's also regarded as an elite-level passer.
Leonard, no luck.
Right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
And then Griffin with the dunk.
Boy, that was quick. Already out to a double-digit lead.
This has been a beatdown right here, possibly over before it began.
And Leonard gets it to go on the assist by Jackson. And it's 7 points for Leonard.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
And finished off by KD.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
And it's helped them build an early lead. They just need to stay aggressive.
Leonard inside. Durant's there. And it's sent back by KD.
Remains LA basketball. Coming onto the floor for the Nets.
There's 10 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Baines finds Jackson. Here's Zubac. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's on Ben McLemore.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And this season, he's maintained very good form at the line, shooting at about an 83% clip.
And both free throws good for Zubac. And here's Mills. 3 from the inbound. And no good on the last second attempt this time. What a performance for Kyrie Irving. He has been the story for Brooklyn. Setting up teammates and getting buckets. He is looking as determined as ever. We'll take a quick... And plenty of scoring on this team, but Kyrie Irving knows he's always got the green light.
Coach just wants me to be aggressive, to set the tone early in the game, and that kind of sets up all my teammates and sets the standard for the rest of the game and how I want the game to go.
Agreed. And for an NBA defense, few more scary, Greg, than Kyrie Irving with his foot on the gas.
Yeah, because he doesn't just score on you. When he gets in that mode, Irving can make you look silly.
Reggie Jackson.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Nets.
They're doing a great job defensively down low. They've already racked up a lot of blocks. They've established an intimidation factor early in this one.
And the other thing that's been equally as effective is the fact that they've gotten out on the fast break. A lot of points coming in transition.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter to play. So for the Clippers right now, Ivica Zubac is out there with Aaron Baines. Then it's Johnson, and there's Jackson, and it's Meyer in at the 3 slot. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Thank you for the baton, Kevin. Kyrie Irving, of course, marches to the beat of his own drum. At times, that might rub people the wrong way, but Kyrie says, I've learned lessons from it. That's the most beautiful and exciting part, just the growth. What I'm saying is, it's always bigger than the game for me. And guys, you have to respect his willingness to go it alone.
You do indeed, D.A. Thank you for that portrait. Well, Steve, back in 2002, you led the NBA in three-point shooting at over 47% a game. How would you have liked playing today?
I would have loved it, Kevin. The reason why, I could have shot more threes, and with more threes gives you more stats, and with more stats gives you the bag.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. This, their first look at this year's Los Angeles squad.
And remember, they won both games in this matchup last year. No small feat.
And we will see if they can do it again this year. Not a simple task by any stretch.
And the shot goes in.
I like KD using his size to impose his will. That's a strong move.
Here's Johnson, and slam dunk by Johnson.
Nice little run here to shrink that deficit, but can they get over the hump?
This is the tricky part. Having enough left in the tank to finish the job.
Awesome display of athleticism captured by your AT&T.
On offense, Kyrie Irving is so crafty. He keeps finding ways to get around the D.
Jackson deciding where to go with it. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Reggie Jackson can still provide scoring. Maybe not at the 19 points per game level he once did, but he can still make an impact.
Hartenstein's checked in for Aaron Baines. James. Oh!
No, he didn't.
And this is how a floor leader makes a statement. Harden just put the other team on notice.
So it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Trailing by 4. And the foul on Harden. That is his first foul of the game. How about that mobile one block we just saw? Amazing defensive work.
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
Zubac with it, picked up by Harris, and stolen by Harris. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
At the foul line for 1.
Improving every season he's been in the league. Harris is quietly one of the best perimeter shooters in the game.
Irving against Jackson. Hartenstein passes to Jackson. Johnson outside. 6 to shoot. The Clippers need to get off a shot. And the dunk by Zubac.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. Irving kicks to Harris. The three-pointer, no good. Clippers trail by 5. Passes it to Meyer. Driving inside. That one falls, coming off Johnson's feet.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently, neither did the defenders.
Durant, and then Durant with the jam.
Offensively, just what you're hoping for with that possession. KD coming down on the rim.
And the Clippers decide to take their first timeout here.
And as fans and broadcasters, we're not permitted to hear the specifics in these huddles.
No, we're left to infer from the adjustments we see on the floor.
A different look for the Clippers. Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for Zubac. Kawhi Leonard comes in for Reggie Jackson. And George is subbed in for Johnson. And the Nets making a change here as well. Aldridge is checked in. Leonard against Griffin. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Blake Griffin. And Greg, you look at the power that Kawhi Leonard plays with. Incredibly strong for his position.
And, Kevin, it helps him finish through contact on offense. And it also lets him guard bigger men. Kawhi makes great use of that strength on the wing.
Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for Los Angeles.
He was red hot in the first quarter. Hit 3 threes, now suddenly struggling to find the range.
Batum, he can't get that one to fall. Nice D from Aldridge. Outside Griffin. Back to Harden. Now, here is Irving. He's guarded closely. Aldridge taking his time here. Goes up the baseline. Harden can't hit.
Missing that one helps out all the analytical guys from the mid-range.
Leonard kicks to George. Dishes to Ibaka. Over Harris. Ibaka, no luck. Brooklyn leading by 3. Harden the pass to Griffin. Good work defensively by Ibaka. Clippers have gone 6 of 9 in the second quarter. Some good work from the field. George. Here's Batum. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
Hustle points count just like any others. That's a great play.
It's Harden with the drive. It's stolen. And now running up the court. Leonard pushing it up. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Good job inviting contact. The closer Leonard gets to the rim, the more dangerous he becomes.
Timeout called, the Nets.
Leonard for a free throw. Taking 2 shots.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Baines is checked in. A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Paul Millsap is checked in for Griffin. Nicholas Claxton comes in for LaMarcus Aldridge. McLemore's checked in for Joe Harris. That's Mills in for Irving.
And Kawhi, one of the top players in the league. The question for many is if he's in the top 3 or not.
I don't know, G.A. I think it's pretty hard to name more than 3 players who are definitively better than Kawhi. I'll say this, he's an elite talent. Defensively, you have to tighten up on him or suffer the consequences.
Meyer passes to Baines. Pass to Meyer. And Patrick Mills gets that whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. The Clippers have gone 9 of 10 from the line, so making the most of their chances.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line. They continue to be outworked and outmuscled on the backboard.
Inside, Millsap kicks to Mills. The 3 from Harden. The rebound by Ibaka. Ibaka's got 6 rebounds in the game. And Leonard puts it up from deep 3. No good on the last second attempt there. It's all tied here in Los Angeles. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Kevin, thanks. KD, you're running and gunning out there. How much fun is it when the offense is flowing like that?
Well, I think this team is very well disciplined, and they do all the details, and we just wanted to play harder, man. And I think we got some steals, got some fast break points, and we're playing together, everybody touching the ball. It's just fun when we're playing like that, so we got to continue to do that.
KD, thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and the Jet, Kenny Smith. Let's get to it. The first quarter didn't play out the way the Clippers had hoped. As hard as they tried to compete, they just could not keep pace early and ended the period facing a deficit of 9 points. They came out in the second quarter with a lot more energy and with some nice offensive stretches and were able to even things up before the half. Kenny, what'd you think about the Clippers?
We have to love the second quarter. I mean, the effort they displayed, they're doing much more than giving the starters a break. We're seeing real intensity from them, particularly on the offensive end.
And over to Shaq. What do you think about Brooklyn?
Well, a lot of their points came in transition. They did.
That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks. Play.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You look at Kyrie Irving in this game, he has been everywhere.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
This is his challenge, to continue to dominate, to help them try to close strong here in the second half.
Starting off the second half, here's Steve Nash's five. The post pair, Durant along with Griffin. The talented guard pair of Irving and Harden in the backcourt. And it's Harris in at the three, the small forward. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. And so here are the Clippers. The Clippers in the lead. Outside, George. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time. Jackson's got 3 assists now in this one. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, the Brooklyn Nets are creating a fresh legacy. Kevin Durant says it's new energy. We're one of the first teams in Nets history where fans are expecting us to do good things. The basketball culture is deep in Brooklyn, and they're looking for a team to latch on to. Well, guys, it looks like they found a good one.
I agree, David. Thanks.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Harden against George. 11 feet away. Here's Griffin. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. George has got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
And boy, have they been hitting the backboard in this game or what? Kind of surprising. It's such a tight game.
Even though that one didn't go down, I like the offensive game plan here. 3 for 4 coming out of the break.
Good on the three-point shot. Harris has got 6.
We don't talk about KD's passing enough. Durant is an elite playmaker.
Outside Leonard. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Count that one.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
And the rejection by Ibaka. And they get it back. Here's Irving driving to the basket. And it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor.
Look at Kyrie slicing up the defense. His agility to drive the ball is unstoppable.
Los Angeles calls timeout.
It's pretty inevitable that a player's physical gifts may diminish over the years. But one thing about Blake Griffin that will never go away is his leadership ability.
I totally agree. He's one of the most respected players in the NBA, and that will continue even after his playing days are over.
Here's what the Clippers are going with right now. Hartenstein, he's checked in for Ibaka. Ivica Zubas has checked in for Nicholas Batum. And it's Johnson in for Kawhi Leonard. Harden surveying the D. On the way, Harris. Harden against Johnson. Here's Aldridge. And it's blocked. And they'll get another chance. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
At the elbow, it's Jackson. 2 points. That one goes. Jackson's got the lead up to 6 now for Los Angeles.
An even stronger second half. Tremendous efficiency at the offensive end of the floor.
Now the pass to Aldridge. Zubac against Durant. The kick out to Irving. Back to KD. And then Durant with the jam.
When Kevin Durant is shooting this efficiently, it's lights out. Defense better make a change.
On the wing, Jackson. Back to Johnson. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Jackson's got his 6th assist on the night.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded out game. And really an incredible playmaker his entire career. Harden has taken that up a notch. And he now often looks for his teammates first.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And huge assist totals for Harden, which is also a reflection, Greg, of the talent around him.
And he's played with some of the best finishers in the game throughout his career. What changed starting last year was his mindset, making him all that much more difficult to defend.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. He's trying to get open.
2 minutes.
All that length, all just able to close airspace quickly.
Irving, the 9-footers on the mark. Irving's got 17.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Here's the thing. He's a guy who will go on hot streaks for you over a number of games.
Harris with it. 6 points for him. To the inside. And the dunk by Aldridge.
This is what you want to see from Aldridge. Big man playing big.
1:22 left here in the 3rd quarter. Here's Jackson. The shot missing. And it's the Nets taking it the other way.
The will is there, but the execution is lacking. He can't seem to finish plays this quarter.
Outside for KD. And Harris wide open. He shoots. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
George with the bounce pass. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That's foul number 2 for him. And Los Angeles with some changes. Batum comes in for Ivica Zubac. And it's Leonard in for Jackson. And a new group in for the Nets. Paul Millsap's checked in for Durant. Little comes in for Joe Harris. Bruce Brown is checked in for James Harden. Chris Mills in for Irving.
And sometimes you have to get physical with Baines. His size poses problems for defenders.
He's off on the second. To the left wing. Aldridge against Baines. Pass to Mills. Launches a 3. Rebound by the Clippers.
Gotta run the clock and wait for the last shot.
Yes, you do, but it's a dilemma. If you get a great look earlier in the clock, do you take it?
Right wing. Just 3 on the clock. Misses there.
One of the best defenders in the NBA, Paul George, displays strong timing and discipline.
And as we finish the 3rd quarter, it's still close. Both teams trading baskets. Brooklyn ahead as they wrap up the 3rd quarter with a big 11-3 run. And we're just moments away from the start of the 4th quarter. Stay with us. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
You know, it takes good vision and it takes good decision making right there. He showed both, and he did so at a very high level.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. The front court is Leonard and Batum. Then it's Paul George. Then it's Ibaka. And it's Meyer in at the shooting guard position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Outside Leonard. Trying to get open is Ibaka. Count that one, and the Nets lead has been cut down to just 2 points in the bucket from Leonard.
And you know what? He's shaking off the cold shooting performance from the first half.
Here's Irving out to Harris. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Here's Griffin. That shot no good. Ibaka with some nice D.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Feeds it to Leonard. Over Harris. To tie it up. And Leonard with the lay-in. Leonard's got it all tied up now for the Clippers.
What dominance from Kawhi on the glass, making sure he gets those second chance points.
Millsap in the corner. And here's Mills for 3. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got assist number 10 tonight with that last one.
Having a lot of trouble stopping the three-point shot.
Millsap against Leonard. And there's the drive. Tries again. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Irving drives in. Millsap dishes to Griffin. Now here's Mills. Here's the 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Ibaka's got rebound number 8 now on the night. To the middle, here's George. Up and in on the way. 9 points for George.
Excellent concentration from Paul George, overwhelming the aggressive defense with his strength and determination.
Now here's Irving. D right on him. Leonard with the steal to take the lead. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
He's a soft-spoken leader. Kawhi Leonard prefers to let his play do the talking for him.
Reggie Jackson's checked in for the Clippers. Durant's checked in for Brooklyn. Harden comes in for Patty Mills.
I'll tell you, he doesn't give points away. Excellent job from the line.
Here's KD. Great D that time from Batum.
I'm not sure what happened on that play. May have relaxed a little bit once he got to the rim.
And it's Leonard missing. For Brooklyn, they've gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. Irving, good.
When we talk about guards in the NBA, Kyrie is the best finisher in the paint.
Jackson passes to Ibaka. Back to Jackson. In the corner, George with it. And Irving pulls it down. The Nets have gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. KD finds Irving. Down low, kicks it out to Harden. A 3-ball beyond the arc. Got a piece of it.
So frustrating when you can't get anything to go down as you're trying to help your team finish the job.
And that one's good, Leonard.
Knowing the situation, Kawhi willing and able to take control. Big bucket.
Harden against George. And it's sent back by George. Leonard the pass to George. Here's Batum. It's hauled in by Kevin Durant. Durant's got 4 rebounds in this game. Outside Irving. Here's Leonard. Outside, George. Here's Ibaka. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Clippers lead by 3. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for Los Angeles.
They've been playing such pesky defense. It's been very impressive, especially all the turnovers they've caused.
And also, their second chance points have been a story all night as well. That's just pure effort and hustle.
Leonard kicks to George. 1:14 left in the fourth quarter. Clock at 6. Leonard attacking, and it's Leonard with the jam.
Trying to ice this one. Kawhi showing his evolution as a closer.
Moving against Jackson. Here's Durant. Money!
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
This is why we all watch. The NBA is about these moments.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 6 of 13, so just above 46% on their field goal attempts here in the quarter. Got it!
On any given night, Kawhi can just take control of the offense and at least score from all 3 levels.
Here's Irving, and it's blocked by Ibaka, and he's able to get it back. KD dishes to Irving. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Basket here, and this game may be all over.
Yeah, but the main priority, Kevin, has to be taking care of the basketball and using the clock. We're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
The reason why they've tightened up the vice grip a little more each time up the floor. We'll see if they can close this one out.
Timeout called, the Nets. They're down by 4. 20 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Guys, your thoughts?
An uphill climb. They need everything to break their way.
They also need to get the best shot you can as quickly as you can and then immediately foul.
And now, let's present our New Balance player of the game, Kawhi Leonard.
And Kevin, it's a no-brainer. He's controlled every aspect of this game, and it's just so fun to see a player perform at a level that's just higher than anyone else out on the floor.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
And during that last break, guys, I got a chance to hear Steve Nash talking to his team. He told them, look, guys, we're running out of time. We're going to make a move. It's got to be now. Are you guys ready to make a move?
The coach's challenge has been issued. Coach game like this, out of the wire, this is what it's for.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
15 seconds left in the game. And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again if they're not in the penalty yet.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And now we've got the intentional foul. So the first one drops, and that puts them up by 5. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 6-point ball game.
Big moment at the line. As poised as you get, this thing is done.
It's good from beyond the arc.
And that's what he does. KD, a crunch time assassin.
And now they foul and stop the clock. Good on the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
At the line for your quarter.
So it gets them both, and it's a 5-point game. 8 seconds left in the fourth. KD can't get it to go. And so Los Angeles takes the win. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah, and for me, Kevin, what stood out is just the overall trust this group has in one another when it matters most. Doing what had to be done and to send these fans home happy.
And that about wraps it up. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Steve Smith, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
Without giving too much away, tell us about your strategy.
Last year, it was an all-star difficulty, unlimited, so I think it's still the same. So basically, my plan is just to shoot a lot of threes.
Welcome to the New Year's Eve festivities here on 2K Sports. We're ready to bring the year to a close in style. I'm Brian Anderson, along with Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg, our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I think for Kansas City, they really have failed to deliver this year. Even when they do get a little something going, it never just seems to be enough.
And when you talk about inconsistency, I think a lot of it has to go to the players, because ultimately they're the ones that dictate how they perform.
Now the starting group for the visitors. Will Barton is out there with Malcolm Brogdon. Then there's Jeremy Lamb. Then it's Taj Gibson. And it's Okeke in at the 4. And celebrating New Year's Eve with a little basketball. Grant, what better way to do it, huh?
I agree. Basketball, New Year's Eve, get a chance to play, hopefully get a win, and then you can have a little minor celebration afterwards.
Now here's Barton. Over Griffin. Misses off the right iron. Here's Harden into the lane. And Harden with the slam.
Ferociousness from Harden, looking like he wants to tear the rim off.
And the Knights with possession. About a minute into this first quarter. Outside Brogdon. Double team on Brogdon. Pass to Okeke. 6 on the shot clock. Now Gibson drops in the layup for 2.
Yeah, you know, this is the totality of Gibson's game. I mean, he's a guy who takes on everybody when he's looking to score.
Here's Irving. It's deflected. They recover it. Durant with it. From deep. An absolute bomb from three-point range.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early. You know Blake Griffin's NBA career certainly didn't have humble beginnings. I mean, he won the slam dunk contest and Rookie of the Year in his debut season. He really hit the ground running.
Now here's Brogdon, and he comes up with a bucket. Brogdon's gotten his second bucket.
Boy, he's able to burn you on the drive. Gotta like Brogdon being aggressive in these situations.
Right side Harden launches it. And again, Brooklyn with the triple. And while Blake Griffin's career certainly got off to a hot start, Grant, he's also managed to remain a dominant force over the years.
No question. He's a guy who can get it done. Points, rebounds, assists, anything you need. He's a great example of an enduring talent.
Barton finds Brogdon. Irving against Barton. Here's Brogdon. Oh, denied by Durant.
That extraordinary reach combined with good timing makes Durant a real threat as a shot blocker.
No coverage that time.
You have to love the unselfishness on display there. Excellent passing.
The Knights trail. Barton outside. Pass to Okiki. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Leaving folks open around Barton is a no-no. He'll torch you whenever you do that.
Outside Harden. Harris outside. Irving for three. That shot off. And Kansas City the other way now. Outside Lamb. Shot from 12. That shot no good. Nice D from Durant. Brooklyn with the ball. Oh my goodness! Disrespectful.
Flashing to the rim with so much precision and skill. Irving, nearly impossible to contain when he spots a lane and decides to drive.
On the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, good looks by our terrific camera crew. Now a timeout called by Kansas City.
I'll tell you, man, Irving can do many things for your ball club. But at the top of the list, he's a tremendous shooter with great range and great confidence.
So Brooklyn going with almost an entire new group here. Aldridge is checked in for Griffin. Claxton comes in for Durant. McLemore's checked in for Harris. And it's Mills in for Kyrie Irving. Ooh, ripped away! Pass to Mills. And he banks in the layup.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
And the Knights with possession. 7-point differential. You know, if you were to hand select a player to take the last shot for you, no one would bat an eye if you chose Kyrie Irving.
Ever since his shot over Steph Curry in 2016, Irving's been a legend. And some of it's his mental approach. People say he marches to the beat of a different drum. That may help him in those big moments.
Last 2 minutes.
And here's Harden.
First quarter.
5 points in the game. A minute 53 left in the first quarter. Buries it from three. Mills has got 5.
Guys, this is where Mills thrives. He's ready to shoot as soon as the ball touches his hands. Excellent catch and shoot play.
Muscala, the pass to Payne. Now here's Bamba. He's covered by Aldridge. Pass to Prince. Shot clock at 5. And here's Payne outside. Aldridge pulls down the board. The Nets with the lead. Right side Harden. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a three-point play.
And they've settled in quickly today. A nice flowing rhythm to their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possession.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Nets.
They definitely had a hot hand from three-point range to this point. Always nice to start out like that.
Also, what passing we've seen from them here early. I mean, there could be a big number in the assist column if this keeps up.
Back to Payne. Great D that time from Aldridge.
Boy, that defense smothered him in there. Love the intensity.
Pass to McLemore. Right side Mills. McLemore can't hit.
Well, you know, this is what happens. You can't afford to lose concentration even for a nanosecond.
Curry passes to Payne. Here's Bamba. Oh, it's blocked by Aldridge.
You know, over time, Aldridge has really developed into a pretty good shot blocker.
Bamba's gone 2 for 3 from the field. Pass to Mills. Back to Harden. Here's Mills. Harden with it. Lets the three fly. On target from range. Mills has got 8 points.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
And so it's Brooklyn earning this break in the action, up 10. They've been aggressive in transition and find themselves in front. We'll be back in a moment. Let's get you back to the action on the floor as the New Year's Eve festivities continue. And looking at what we've seen from the Nets, what do you think, guys?
Well, their offense is clicking so far, capturing the momentum here early on.
Yeah, you know, I agree. No warm-up needed. They came in on fire and have already built a nice lead.
Here's Mills. 10-point lead. This is their biggest of the game. Patrick Mills out there with Ben McLemore. Then it's Nicholas Claxton. Then there's Paul Millsap. And it's Thomas in at the 3, the small forward. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Mills, no good. Payne with it. And it's Mills picking him up. Inside. Bamba misses. And so it's Brooklyn with it. Here's Thomas. Outside Mills. Pass to Claxton. Here's McLemore. Counted from distance. McLemore's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
Back-to-back threes, making their defense work on the perimeter a bit.
Muscala finds Payne. Back to Muscala. Here's Prince. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. And here's Payne outside. Claxton with a rebound.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then because his shot making is not happening right now.
Here's Thomas, and he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. And there's a 10-second limit on free throw routines. But we see some players ask for time before they get the ball. Grant, do you think that should count as part of their time?
You know, B.A., I don't see why not. I mean, it's about keeping the game moving. So asking the ref to hold the ball longer, not exactly compatible.
And he knocks down the first one. So Brooklyn going with almost an entire new group here. Griffin, he's checked in for Millsap. Durant comes in for Claxton. Harris is checked in for McLemore. And Kyrie Irving is subbed in for Mills. Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one.
It's obvious that Barton's jump shot has come a long way. Right now, he's pretty solid at catching and shooting.
Outside Irving. Right wing. Durant for 3. Hits the trifecta. Durant's got 6.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
Now here's Brogdon. Pass to Gibson. Nice move. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. Blake Griffin picks one up.
Taj Gibson provides what I think is really valuable wisdom and experience to his team, and he leads by example.
And the Nets making a change here. Harden's checked in. Brooklyn with the ball. They couldn't put the pieces together last time out, losing to the Clippers.
I really didn't see much of an edge from them. A little more intensity could have gone a long way.
Yeah, you know, to me, I agree. They just never looked engaged, which is surprising considering how close the game ended up being. Well, you know, in high school, he was a star. In college, the same thing. Durant got drafted 2nd back in 2007, then immediately became an all-star.
Now here's Durant to the inside. Outside Harden. Griffin finds Harris. Tipped.
Can't take the reach and length of Barton lightly, effective at using it to snuff out shots.
And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
What nice timing on these jumps. He's somewhat on the small side for a power forward, but he just never gives up.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Thanks, Brian. Well, you want to talk about a super team. Last season, the Brooklyn Nets became the only team in NBA history to boast 6 players who made it all NBA over their career. Guys, the roster has changed just a bit, but make no mistake, this team remains loaded in a way we don't see too often.
No question, Allie. Good stuff there. Thanks. Oh, Kiki's shot is good. And Durant averaged over 20 points a game his rookie year.
And B.A. also won Rookie of the Year as well. Since then, he's won just about every individual honor you possibly could. First ballot consensus Hall of Famer when it's time.
Now here's Lamb. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. Here's Brogdon, and he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
So remember now, Malcolm Brogdon was a second-round pick. But boy, he can mix it up down low, and is really a good all-around player.
The first one falls.
You know, Malcolm Brogdon is a guy who can get it done offensively. His shooting percentage really speaks for itself. And he knows how to find shots in a hurry.
Aldridge has checked in for Durant. You really do have to respect Brogdon's offensive game. I think he's clearly a guy who puts in the work.
You're exactly right, B.A. He does put in the work. He's a high-effort player, both when it's game time and behind the scenes. You don't see percentages like his without a lot of hours being spent in the practice.
Now a timeout called by Kansas City.
Adjustments are a part of every game and every quarter of a game. I think Coach sees something here.
And you know what? We'll see what changes he makes coming out of this timeout.
To take a look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it's been trending for James Harden.
And when you look at his offensive output over the past few years, it seems like other teams have figured him out and have his number now. He's having to put in a lot more effort on the offensive end, but without producing nearly the same results.
Now here's Brogdon. 5 points in the game. Martin outside. Lets a floater go. And the layup is good by Brogdon. Brogdon's got 7 points.
How about Brogdon with the floating jumper? You know when he's pulling that one out, he's feeling really good.
And just shredding apart the defense with his passing. He's helping to pace this offense so well.
You know, numbers don't always tell the story, guys, but his assist totals do paint the picture here. I mean, he's got everybody involved.
Fast break, Brooklyn. Outside Irving. Jacks up a 3. Sinks his 3rd bucket. He's 3 for 6 now.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
Well, it's going to take something special now to get him back in this game.
Unfortunately, it just doesn't seem like it.
Here's Barton. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Nice job by Barton that time, using the pick and roll. He's somebody that you can depend on to make solid decisions.
Aldridge. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Man, good whistle there.
Yeah, you could hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
First one falls for him.
You know, players like Aldridge are a little bit of a diminishing breed in the NBA, a master in the low post with all sorts of ways to score in the paint.
Curry, that's good.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. That's why they continue to get attacked.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
B.A., when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice.
And, guys, I like the fact that he chose the one-hand tomahawk slam because you get a little higher when you go off one hand and 1 foot.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
Irving against Curry. Outside Irving. Outside Mills. 5 on the clock. The Nets need to get off a shot here. McLemore can't hit. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets in control with this. Appreciate it, Allie. And we'll be coming right back after this break.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It's Brooklyn out in front at the half. They're leading by 16. Kenny, give us your take.
There was no shortage of dimes on this team, that's for sure. Numerous guys displayed good court vision, moved the ball, led to great shots. They're in full control of this game right now.
Shaq, let's get your insight on the visiting team.
First of all, where's the intensity on D? You think when a team is punking you like this, you at least try to put a stop to it. Nope. Just keep giving up open looks, letting the lead get bigger and bigger and bigger.
Big gap on the scoreboard. The second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. We are seeing an outstanding game from James Harden.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for him. And then, of course, executing.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. And so in the game for the Knights, Chuma Okeke is out there with Jeremy Lamb. Then it's Malcolm Brogdon. Then there's Will Barton. And it's Gibson in at center. And KD always in the debate over who's the top dog in this league.
And what's interesting is he doesn't really want any part of that discussion. He said, one thing I told myself, don't worry about who people say is the best player. Blocking out distractions is key to achieving greatness.
Irvin has the touch needed to do damage from just about anywhere, including from there.
Here's Brogdon. The rebound by the Nets. Earlier in the game, they led by 19. Harden from outside. The three, Durant. Yes, and a nice assist from Harden. Harden's got 6 assists in the game.
As the deep shots continue to fall, you can sense the frustration growing among these defenders.
Yeah, and they either have been unwilling or unable to take that shot away.
Team foul.
And for those tuning in, we're about a minute into this second half. Oh, a nice shot by Gibson.
Nice bounce pass. That's just good fundamental basketball.
It's stolen by Brogdon. On the wing, Barton. A shot from the low post is good. Barton's got 6.
A nice start to the third. 3 out of 4 and looking good doing it.
Outside Harden. Pass to Harris. Now here's Durant. Outside Harden. Oh my! Came close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
Well, how about this factoid? James Harden drawing another foul. In other news, water is wet too. Well, you look at Harden. He doesn't beat you with great speed or by playing above the rim. He wins with pace, angles, and strength. As unique a scorer as we've seen in probably the last 30, 35 years in the NBA.
Bamba's checked in for Gibson.
I mean, they've been relentless. Just keep getting shots at the rim.
Well, the defensive rotations have been a step slow, and it's really helped them get that ball inside time after time.
Now here's Harden. He's got 12. There's the foul. It's on Will Barton. That'll be a second foul of the game. And Clark Harden is also an expert at using his body as a shield for the ball.
I think it's really a good lesson out there for young players coming up, B.A. Use what you have. Don't try to be somebody else. Use what you have. Don't make excuses. and then get busy putting the work in.
And Durant gets it to go.
They've had a hard time shutting down the three-point shot.
And they're not making up for it with their own shots from deep either, so that's a double-edged sword there.
Now here's Lamb. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. The try by Irving, and Irving powers it home.
Set up on a platter that time by Harris. A room service dime right there.
Irving's gone 5 of 9 shooting from the floor. Down low. Here's Bamba, and it's Bamba finishing strong.
The value of good ball movement isn't lost on this squad.
Outside Irving. Harris up top, pass to Harden. And he drives in. Oh, it's blocked by Bamba.
Boy, great timing and awareness there from Bamba. He sends shots away on the daily.
The offensive rebound. And Barton gets it to go. Barton's got 6 points in the quarter.
Boy, he's doing everything he can at this point. The rest of his teammates need to step up and give him some help. So good at getting to his spots and then cashing in, making the game look easy.
We've gone about 3.5 minutes here into the third. Now a timeout called by Kansas City.
Well, you look at Barton's game and you appreciate how all around it is. He can stretch the floor, he rebounds both ends of the floor, makes plays for others. He's an X-factor kind of guy for this team.
So Brooklyn ends up going with a new group. All right, let's take a look at some numbers for Taj Gibson. Outside Curry. From 12 feet. Unable to get that one. And Brooklyn going the other way now. Boy, another thing you like about Barton, he seems to play with a chip on his shoulder.
Well, it's something, B.A. I mean, when you've got a hunger that's born of wanting to prove yourself, that makes a difference at the highest level. He succeeded through hard work and persistence, and that's how he plays, and that's how he continues to contribute the way he does.
Here's Prince following the bucket by the Nets. Payne drives. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. It goes on Paul Millsap. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Nets.
They've made the long-range shot look like a layup at times in this one.
You know, something else I've noticed is just how many of their baskets have been set up by assists throughout the game.
Now here's Brown. Back to Mills from the arc. The shot no good. Outside Curry. Gets the three to fall. Curry's got 5 points.
This is why you pay Seth Curry the big contract, the big money. His range is unlimited.
A nice shot by Brown.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Now here's Payne. And 1:01 left to play in the third quarter. They shoot again. And a good offensive board, and he gets the bucket. Payne's got 4 points this quarter.
If you allow him to get that close, you deserve to get scored on.
Pass to Aldridge. Back to Mills. Here's Little. To the paint. Oh, it's blocked by Bamba. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nets will retain possession. Some changes for Brooklyn. Claxton, he's checked in for Aldridge. McLemore comes in for Little. And Kyrie Irving is subbed in for Brown.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
Here's Payne. He has 6. 29 seconds left in the third. Pass to Prince. And stolen by Irving. Jumps up. And Irving powers it home.
Well, you got to mind your business around Irving when you've got the ball. He'll pick your pocket in no time.
And so here is Kansas City. Now Payne. The open J off the mark.
Clean look from mid-range. Coach will probably want to run that play again.
And as we conclude the third, pretty much a blowout here. It's been a one-sided affair. Nets out in front, just dominating this one. All right, we're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of quarter number 4 next. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
He's always near the top of the list for this honor. I mean, passes like these are his specialty.
Well, you can't run away from the DNA. When he's running the show, he makes sweet highlight reel plays night in and night out.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. Joe Harris out there with Paul Millsap. Then it's Kyrie Irving. Then there's Patrick Mills. And it's Griffin in its center, filling out the middle. So that's the Nets 5. That one drops for him.
The helper, Cameron Payne.
Now here's Mills. Here's Irving. That one's good. He's now 8 for 13.
Well, I tell you what, he's one of the best scorers in the game, and I love how Irving continues to be in attack mode.
Pass to Prince. Back to Curry. And it's Irving with a rebound. The 3, here's Harris. The shot that time, not on target. Payne against Irving. Payne, the pass to Muscala. And he floats it in for the easy 2. Credit the sweet setup on that one.
Excellent movement on the play. The pass on time and on point.
Griffin outside. And here's Mills for 3. Hits the 3-pointer.
You know, Mills has been the guy who's been very streaky as a perimeter shooter, but he's been good behind the arc his entire career.
Now a timeout called by Kansas City. You know, the #1 thing Mills gives you, a confident knockdown shooter from range.
Yeah, Brian, that's been his calling card since he entered the league, but I think he's added some other pieces to his game along the way. He puts it on the floor, he creates for other people. He's a much more well-rounded guard now, and I think that keeps him on the floor and in the league.
Both teams will make substitutions. To the wing on the left. Here's Brogdon. Off with the layup. Barton against Brown. Out to the right wing. And I think we're all giving more attention to health and well-being. Grant, anything the league can do better to protect player health?
Well, I know they've tried to cut down on travel and minimize back-to-backs, but at the end of the day, you're playing 41 road games and 41 home games. That's what it is. It's a marathon. It's going to be hard, and it's an endurance race. And so, yeah, maybe reducing regular season games, but I'm not sure that's an option. So sometimes you just got to grind it out and get through it and hope for the best for your ball club.
This is why you want ball movement and player movement.
And that's made it hard for the defense to key in on any one individual.
And here's Brown for 3. The rebound by Gibson. Gibson's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Okeke. Claxton with a rebound. Claxton's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Thomas, guarded by Brogdon. Aldridge is doubled, and it's going to be a 3-second call. On Sunday, they'll be facing Bradley Beal and the Washington Wizards. Then on Tuesday, they'll be playing against Russell Westbrook and the Los Angeles Lakers.
And for their matchup with Cleveland, on paper, they should be expected to come away with a win. However, this might be one of those trap games if they aren't fully engaged.
Pass to Barton. 11 feet out. Up again. Controls the rebound and the putback.
You got to get a body on Gibson, because if you don't, he's relentless in attacking the offensive glass.
Here's Thomas. Here's Claxton. Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
No surprise there. I mean, realizing he has the size advantage, he exploits it perfectly.
Here's Brogdon. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. You know, Greg, court is a familiar place for Malcolm Brogdon's family. It's just Malcolm's involves a ball instead of a gallon.
Yeah, his father Mitchell is a lawyer and a mediator. Brothers Gino and John are also both in law. Now, while Malcolm hasn't gone to law school, he did earn a master's degree while in college.
Bamba's checked in for Gibson. Back to Hardy. 4-3. And the three-pointer goes.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Now here's Brogdon. And Millsap pulls it down. A little over 3.5 minutes in the books now in this fourth quarter. Pass to Aldridge. And stolen by Bamba. Lamb against Harris. Lamb, that's good. Lamb's got his first points of the game.
You know, wanting to develop his interior game, Jeremy Lamb, shots like this will help him be more assertive in that area.
Fast break, here we go. And he lays it in on the break.
Well, when you're careless with the ball, that's what happens. It ends up going the other direction.
And we know turnovers are painful and costly. You get loose with the ball on one end and get punished on the other end.
Now here's Harris. On the wing, Harden. Back to Harris. Down to 5 on the shot clock. To the middle. Here's Aldridge. Oh, it's blocked by Bamba. Here's Barton. And that one's long.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
And they were really able to find the mismatches they wanted and exploit those all night. Great execution from the players and coaching staff for the Nets.
In today's game, you need to shoot it well from 3. That was the difference maker.
Exactly. And the defense didn't rotate out quickly enough to disrupt their shooters.
And they're getting ready to notch their 33rd win of the year.
And they meet just twice, so taking the first meeting means a lot to this team.
When it is just a 2-game season series, the team winning game 1 has that slight mental edge going into the second meeting, knowing they've already solved their opponent one time and only have to do it one more time.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Kevin Durant.
Yeah, and he was relentless, nonstop energy. I mean, he just never slowed down or turned off.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Patrick Mills. 13. That'll be a second foul of the game. Claxton, he's checked in for Aldridge. Pass to Watanabe. Bamba inside. Working on Claxton. And he hits it and gets hacked. A 3-point chance here if he can convert.
You know, guys, it's really all about focus while under pressure. And right there, Bamba shows why that's a valuable trait to have.
Mo Bamba. 1 time from the line.
26 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Pass to Millsap. From downtown. Rebounded by Payne. Here's Watanabe. This one for 3. That one doesn't drop. So we see the Nets taking the W here. Even early on in this game, they appeared happy to be playing at home.
And it makes a huge difference. Once they started to get into a groove, you never really felt like they wouldn't come out on top.
All right, Allie, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Grant Hill, Clark Kellogg, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching. So long and good night, everyone.